Hello, this is Dr. M. Chanathal Firdos, Assistant Professor of Chemistry from Aji Kartarautar Audia College, Uttamapalayam, Theni District, Tamil Nadu. This video is all about virtual lab and stimulations for teaching and learning chemistry. Our teaching and learning environments have changed quite rapidly due to this pandemic situation. This video will provide some of free virtual labs and stimulations to make the teaching learning process a stress-free one. Online teaching of science subjects like physics, chemistry, botany, zoology at college level is a little difficult task for the teachers to gain attention and response from students. Virtual labs are the boon to overcome these constraints and also kindle young minds. While accessing these virtual labs, we should have good internet facility and your system should be supported with Adobe Flash Player. When you go to Google search and type Open Educational Resources Stimulation and Virtual Labs, this will be the home page of Open Educational Resources and Stimulation Virtual Labs website. So you will be getting a lot of stimulation and virtual labs for many subjects like astronomy, civics, physics, chemistry, biology, biochemistry, biotech, environmental science, etc. So this will be the home page for this website. So there will be for Max also, there will be some stimulations and virtual labs will be available. So this will be useful for all science subjects. And next, I'm going to move on to for chemistry subjects. So the next one will be the virtual labs, which will be an initiative of Ministry of Human Resource Development under the National Mission on Education through ICT. So this is a virtual lab which will be freely available. So this will be the home page. When you go to Google search and type as virtual lab, MHRD, you will be getting this home page. And these are the objectives of this virtual lab. So which will provide remote access to labs in various disciplines of science and engineering, as well as it will help to cater the students at undergraduate, postgraduate, as well as for the research scholars. So these are the broad areas of virtual labs which will be available in this website. So it is for both engineering as well as for science subjects. Now I am going to click onto this chemical sciences. When I am clicking onto this chemical sciences, this web page will be open. And these are the labs ready for use. So which will be, and these are the institution who developed this corresponding lab. So now I'm going to click on Inorganic Chemistry Virtual Lab. By clicking onto this Inorganic Chemistry Virtual Lab, so the window will be appear like this. So in this Inorganic Chemistry Virtual Lab, the list of experiments will be available on the screen. And next, I'm clicking water analysis determination of physical parameters. So here you will be getting a pH meter. So this is a water analysis physical parameters. So when you clicking onto this, you will be getting pH reading of water, turbidity and electrical conductivity, which are the physical parameters. So first I'm clicking pH reading of water. So first we have to standardize the standardization should be done. So by choosing the buffer solution 4 as well as pH 7. So first buffer solution, I'm clicking buffer solution 4 and I am clicking standardization. So you will be getting the pH value as 4. So it is get standardized. Next, I am again clicking the buffer solution 7 and I have to click standardization. So the pH meter shows the pH value is 7. So next we can now choose the select water samples. So here they have given us the water samples as tap water, well water, distilled water and seawater. So I'm going to click seawater and you have to switch on. So it will be the pH of the seawater will be 8.4, so which will be basic in nature. And when you click for tap water, and again you have to switch on, so the result will be displayed on this pH meter, so which the value will be 7. So next you can go for turbidity. So the nephelometer will be available. So you will be having 3 samples will be available. First, you have to standardize this nephelometer using formazine suspension. So standardization should be done first. So automatically the standardization will be done. And next you can select sample. So here also the 2 samples will be drinking water and sea water. So now I am clicking sea water, then load sample. So automatically the sample will be loaded into the nephelometer. So you will be getting the turbidity reading. So in this way, you can teach the students the physical parameters of water testing. Okay, next we can move on to another freeware, which will be called as Chem Collector. So this is the home page for Chem Collector. So this is an online resource for teaching and learning chemistry. So on the left corner of this website, you can see resources by topic. So thermochemistry, kinetics, equilibrium, acid-base chemistry, analytical chemistry lab techniques. So I'm going to click analytical chemistry lab techniques. So you will be getting the home page like this. So in analytical lab chemistry techniques, these are the virtual labs available for this topics. And I'm clicking UV visible spectroscopy. So you will be getting qualitative and quantitative analysis of food dyes. On clicking onto this, you will be getting this page. So here they will be giving on the left corner of this page, you will be getting all the instruction to be followed and the steps to be carried out for the qualitative and quantitative analysis of food dyes, as well as the concept will be given in this page. So in this qualitative and quantitative analysis of food dyes, first you have to follow dye separation, and then you have to take the spectrum of each dye and you have to record for the unknown one. So first, after reading the steps, you can move on to next. So the button will be here in the right corner. So dye separation. So you have to click to enable Adobe Flash Player. So it will be asking, you have to allow. If your Adobe Flash Player is not supported in your system, then it will not be working. So it takes some time. Okay, so you have to click add water. So by clicking this, I'm clicking a little faster due to time constraint. So the dye will be get separated. Okay, next we have to click next. So now we are going to take the spectrum of each dye for identification. So first you have to calibrate by using the blank vial. So the calibration is done. So first I am clicking the blue color solution, blue color dye. So the spectrum will be displayed for blue color, and next for the green dye. So the spectrum will be up here. Next for the unknown. So the spectrum will appear. So here they will be giving some hints. The highest bar appears at 620 nanometer for both blue and green. So therefore the identification will be achieved by the relative heights of bar and both the sides of that bar. So it is more or less similar to that of blue. So I am going to click blue. So it shows correct. So in this way you can give assignment to the students to access to this virtual lab. So the next one will be, another website will be PHET Interactive Stimulations. So this will be the home page. When you type PHET Interactive Stimulations, you will be getting this web page. So in this, the stimulations will available for more than many subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, earth science, biology, etc. So totally 758 million stimulations were delivered for various subjects. So now I am going to click chemistry. So when you click into that topic chemistry, you will be getting under chemistry, you can click whether it is general chemistry or quantum chemistry, whatever it is. So I am clicking general chemistry. So there are various topics where the virtual lab will be available for the topics. So now I'm going to click Beer's Law Lab. So while clicking into this lab, you will be having a video, so which will be also download. You can download this video and you can incorporate in your PPT for the students. Otherwise, you can share this video through Google Classroom and other links. So when you click onto this Beer's Law Lab, so it will be opening. So it take some few minutes. So in Beer's Law Lab, there will be two types. You can whether know the concentration, or you can study the Beer's Law. For example, if I'm clicking concentration, I'm going to click some solute as potassium permanganate. So you can choose solid or solution form. So I'm clicking onto this. You can increase the concentration. So if you click, the concentration will be display here. So if you want to dilute this, you can add water, so the concentration will be vary. So from in this manner, you can teach the concepts of the concentration or Beer's Law and absorption. So another one will be Beer's Law. So in this also, you can easily present, you can select solution. So I am clicking copper sulfate. So you can record the absorbance. So first you have to pass light. So by clicking onto this, the absorbance is recorded. So you can increase the concentration or decrease the concentration. Okay, the next one will be Labuster. So this is also a free web which will be available for teaching, learning, or used for as a virtual lab. So you have to select a section, whether it is chemistry, biology, or which subject belongs to, and you can type a particular topic, whether the stimulation is available or not. So I am going to click advanced acids and bases. So if you click on this video, so it will gives the knowledge about acids and bases. Now they are testing. So this video is available in YouTube also. So you can go to YouTube and you can download and you can share it into your PPT for students. So these are the references. So when you log into this ACS, that is American Chemical Society, there are many virtual labs and stimulations will be available, and also open educational resources. This is also useful for your teaching learning process. So this video will be useful for online teaching. Thank you for watching. Thank you.